how are you doing? Okay, so there are a number of things on social media that really get to me, but none more than the subject I want to talk about tonight. I need to be completely and utterly honest with everybody. There was a time where I stood up for a family vlogging channel, and I'm going to be honest, I regret ever doing that. I thought my opinion of family channels were they're not doing any harm to anybody. What's the point? If they're not hurting nobody, they're giving their life, they're giving their children a life they could never afford before. What would be the point in fighting them? What would be the point in making an argument with them? And then I saw one of the most heartbreaking things, and the amount of times that these videos brought me to tears, and I mean literal tears, is insane. Watching 8 passengers' kids, hearing about what was done to them, then I learned about Daddy 05. So slowly I started to realise it wasn't just one. It wasn't just one family. It wasn't just one channel. A lot of these kids, without YouTube, would probably be sat in their bedrooms behind a screen whilst their parents are doing whatever they want to do in the house. Because of YouTube, TikTok, they get to go out days. But it's not for the reason that you would think it's for. It's more about how can we make money. And if we exploit our children enough, show them falling over, show them getting their arm broken. One family, a little girl, her daughter broke her arm. After 3 days, they went to the doctors. When the arm was examined, they were told that this little girl had a fracture 3 weeks before. 3 weeks before. Having a clean break right through. I saw this a year ago. And I thought about talking about it, but then I thought, is it really my place? And now, after everything, I'm saying yes, it is all about places. To stop the exploitation of children on social media. There is a little girl called Ren Eleanor, or Eleanor Ren, one of those. Her mum puts her on TikTok, making the content as actual as possible. And the amount of saves and the amount of likes that are on the more explicit images are insane. Terrifying. I'm not going to put no pictures of children in this video. I am not going to exploit those children any more than they already have been exploited. I can tell you that There is a little boy about to turn 2. His favourite toy is a Bob Builder. His favourite thing to do is sing. But I've seen this child since the day he was born. I know his birth story. How do I know that? Why do I know that? What happened to something so private and so personal as the birth of your child becoming internet content? What would happen if somebody went up to that child and said, "Do you want to come and see Bob Builder with me?" When their parents turn their back for a split second. And to say it wouldn't happen to me is insane. So many people thought it'll never happen to me. And I don't even want to think about where those people's children are. Because the pain, the heartache is real. These people making these videos, making this content, using the children. A 1-year-old making coffee. Iced coffee, but either way, it's still coffee. He likes to steal a drink too if he can. Now I get it. But caffeine and children under the age of 2. I'm sorry, but I don't find that a laughing matter. They take you along to the doctor's appointments when they got eczema. Or they needed jabs. You watch them go to the nursery for the first time in school. Because everything's content. Nothing is sacred anymore. Nothing is yours to keep for you. When did it become a thing to put your birth story on the internet for the world to see? When did a moment between you, your partner and your doctor become entertainment? Now, I speak about my children now and again on the internet, and when I'm very, very proud of something they do. Because I'm so happy and I'm so excited. But this is not just putting things that you're excited about. This is putting them on under the camera from the day they were born. This is putting them on people's computers and TV screens for their first birthday till their 20th birthday. If they can get a kid to still cooperate when they're in their 20s. If you're going to give your child a name that is far out there, please don't cry about it when people mock you. After you've told the world about this insane name that you've picked. Birthday should be about friends and family. But this ain't about friends or family anymore. This is about the internet. This is about content. This is about the pound signs and the dollar signs. Where does this stop? How many children need to get hurt before social media, or people who run these social media platforms decide that enough is enough, and they take children off the platforms. There are channels where there are children's TV shows on, and that's all said and good. They're paid actors. But the world shouldn't know about the day you gave birth, what your labour was like, how long you're in labour, what you looked like seeing your baby for the first time after having a C-section. And children are getting hurt for this stuff. Like I said, 8 passengers. Daddy or 5. The beast on bench with the little girl's broken arm. And not even a year later, she was back in another sling. They say on camera that they twisted her arm. They weren't sure what was wrong with it, so they had to give her a twist to see if it hurt. Are you for real? Are you serious? And the tears are there because you feel so guilty. But not guilty enough not to put it on social media. Eight passenger's sister, Bonnie, turns on camera, says to her kids, your cousin is in 2 splints. One needs rest. Bonnie had taken her niece to the park. They were pushing said niece on the park. She got scared. Jumped. And now has 2 broken wrists. Then had 2 broken wrists. When did all of this become a thing that should be posted on social media? What happened to keeping things for you and your family? I am surprised we are not at the point where people are showing the bits where they're making the baby. And as I say that, I'm scared that it would get there some sooner or later. The actual physical part of making said baby before the delivery. They already show all the scans, tell you what the doctor said, or play a video that you recorded while at the doctor's. This isn't a world for children anymore, because they are not being kept safe. Like I said, think about your children. Think about what you're sharing. The things that people could say to your children in a bid to take them away. Please, please, put your children first and social media second. If it has to come anywhere in close to that. So I'm going to say good night because I may say something I regret. And I really don't want to do that. So good night all, and I shall see you on the next one.